Okay, we're going to talk about color theory and how to shade with color. And we're going to be drawing and shading a picture of a marble. So to do this, you first want to take out the black and the brown colors and remove those because we're going to be using all the colors from the color wheel to make all of our shades in different colors. So first thing we're going to talk about is how to shade color. So we have to understand what complementary colors are. So complementary colors are two colors that are across from each other on the color wheel. So we have red and green, and then we have blue and orange. That's purple. Just joking. Yep, there we go. Blue and orange. Then we have, there's my purple, purple and yellow. So I would first go ahead and draw those lines pointing out the complementary colors. Then you take the complementary color, start here, you're going to push hard, and then you're going to get lighter pressure with the pencil as you fade up so we can show a gradient, right? Shading. So when you're doing this and you want to push hard with these color pencils, it helps if you hold it closer at the tip, and then as you want to get lighter, you hold the pencil farther away. So you're applying lighter pressure. Okay, so I'm going to push hard down here at the beginning, and I'm kind of doing circles as I'm drawing on here. And then you can get lighter, so I can hold the pencil farther away. You'll notice, like, you can't really push hard with the pencil if you're holding it far away. Kind of fade that up. Okay, so this is how you shade yellow. Shading purple, it's a little weird because you're putting something lighter on top. But it gets a little darker, and we can also layer more purple on top. Purple, I think, is the darkest color we have. Like if I'm painting and I want to get really dark, I go for purple. So let's layer more purple on top of there. So this is also called dulling the intensity because colors are really vibrant and intense. When you add the complementary color on top, you're making it more neutral or closer to brown. I'm kind of sandwiching these colors. Okay, I'm pushing hard. One more layer. Okay, now let's do blue and orange. And then to get lighter, hold the pencil further away. Oops, I don't like that. Is that blue? Yeah. Okay. Oop, so step 1 is shading. So now that I've done that, I'm going to go to my finish color wheel. There we go. Okay, so I shaded using complementary color. So next we're going to draw a marble. I lost my marbles. Hang on, where'd it go? Okay, so we're going to put the marble underneath the color wheel. I'm going to use some tape. You can use a glue stick. Just somehow stick it down. If you're right-handed, have the marble on the left so you can draw on the right. If you're left-handed, I would stick the marble to the right and then draw on the left. I'm going to go ahead and put this right here. I don't want to put tape where I'm going to draw. So first step is drawing a circle. And I also want to leave room for the shadow. Oh, it looks like I covered it up over there. So I'm going to go all the way over here. And obviously, as you're doing this, you want to sketch light because you want to be able to erase your mistakes. I hate when erasers get it all grody. Okay, so keep sketching that circle till it feels round every way. Okay, next we want to find, before we start drawing the patterns on here, I think we need to find the highlights, because the highlights, we're going to identify those shapes. So your highlights are kind of at the top. I'm going to use a mechanical pencil. This is too sketchy for me. All right, so those are those highlights I'm seeing up there. And then you also have this bright highlight down at the bottom. Erase some of my sketchy lines. Okay, now I can start drawing these shapes. And remember, we're working on a rounded form, so you're not going to have any straight lines. So it kind of comes up to this highlight. That shape doesn't feel right, does it? So keep erasing, move things around till you feel like it's accurate. You got that curving on the right. Okay, this highlight needs to be more up to the top. All right, and then this continues over here. All right, if you want to start to sketch out the bottom shapes of values, you can. And it's going to be, there's like white over here and a little bit more color. Okay, feel good about the drawing. Okay, next step is we want to just fill in the colors, like the main hue or color that we see. So I'm going to start with blue, kind of get these before I start getting my darker values. So as you're coloring, you want to think about the direction. Also make sure you're using blue, not purple. You want to think about the direction that you're coloring this in. Okay, so this marble wraps and curves this way. So that's the way you want to go. You can also do circular. You know, I'm doing circles right now. But you want to go in the direction of the form. My pencil's really dark. Okay, so remember when you want to be really light, you can hold your pencil at the end. And then up here, I want it to be darker. So now I can start to push a little harder. Okay, but there's multiple colors in there. So first thing I want to think about my color theory. If I want to make blue darker, I add orange to shade it. But it's also kind of, if I'm thinking about the color wheel and all the different colors up there, I'm also seeing some blue-green. So now I want to go in with some green to make it more of that blue-green color. Yeah, it's a lot closer. Add some of that green into that shadow, push harder. Okay, remember, go really light, so hold your pencil back at the end. And then it's really light down the bottom. I think I made that too dark. Erase, erase. Can I erase that color pencil? Oh, I kind of can. I want that color pencil lighter down there. Okay, so there's that blue-green color shaded on the top. I'm going to do the same thing down here. So I did that by starting with blue, doing circles as I shade, holding my pencil really light, going around the shapes of highlights to leave those white. And then add the green. A little bit of a darker shape in there. Yeah, I did it in this one. Okay. I'm going to go down to this bottom because it seems like a blue-green that's darker. So I'm going to start with my blue. So I'm pushing harder because I can see it's darker, but it's also lighter. Getting lighter, getting darker. I'm going to get the same thing over here. And then go back on top with the green. And it also looks brown. So I'm doing my blue-green color that I did in the rest of the marble, but then I want to think about how can I dull the intensity of the color to get closer to brown. That's going to be the complementary color. So if I look at blue-green on the color wheel, opposite is red-orange. So the color wheel is always your answers. If you want to know how to get darker, how to get it closer to brown, how to neutralize it, make it less intense, you go the opposite colors, the complementary. So I'm going to try red. And I missed that white shape right there, didn't I? can always cheat when I'm done. Get some white gel pens maybe. And orange. Just layering all the colors. Oh, I should have done this color also over here. It's the same thing. I have to match it again. Okay, so I'm going to continue that down for that shadow. Pull that color down. So I started with blue-green. Looks like it goes on the side of that red shape. So we're not touching those white highlights. And then I want to get lighter. This kind of fades away. Blue, because it's blue-green. Okay, the complementary color to blue-green is red-orange. So I want to make this more brown, neutralize it. Oh, I don't even know if I need the orange. That looks pretty nice. Okay, since I have the red in my hand, I'm going to go ahead and do this red. It gets really dark up there, doesn't it? I don't like the shape that I drew. So when you want to push hard, go close to the tip of the pencil. This is tricky up here. Okay, now it's really dark, so you go complementary color. Whoops. If that doesn't work though, if you don't like how the green looks on the red, you can always add purple. Purple will darken any color. But that green's working pretty well too. Okay, now I'm going to do, this looks like a blue-green maybe, or blue-green. I'm going to go ahead and fill both of these blue. This is dark blue up here. And this one's blue-green. Disappointed. Somehow the stripe came out really thin. Did the same thing there. Oh well. Green. Man, I really want to get dark with that blue. Oh no! I'm going to add some purple into this red, get it even darker. I'm going to add purple up in here too. And just go on top of the blue as well. Okay, now we need to kind of extend this shadow out, and the white reflection here is also reflecting onto the table. So we're going to add a little bit of shadow that's going to go around that white so we can see the white. So I'm going to use orange go really light. So I'm going to hold my pencil at the end. I'm going with the direction that the table would go in. Okay, and then you've got some of that blue greenish color and blue coming out. That is purple. Blue. Green. Okay, so what I want to see is layering your colors, making sure they go the direction of the form, pushing hard to get dark, going lighter when you want it to be light, and then extending the colors out onto the table that the marble is sitting on. And then the last step is going to be taking a white, and what we're going to do is called burnishing. So burnishing is really just pushing hard, but we're going to burnish this with white, and it's going to smooth your colors. And we want to do this in the direction of the marble. So I'm kind of starting at this point, and I'm wrapping, I'll slow down, wrapping around the marble. This is going to help give it that more of a glassy look. If we need to add, if we missed some white areas we need to add back in, we can use some white gel pens for that. I can also push harder in those lighter areas if I want to make it a little lighter. I think my marble could have come out a little whiter. And that's why I didn't have room for those stripes. Where's my red? This needs to be darker. Purple. Okay.